I was in a hurry, it was urgent indeed. I needed to get there, no time could I cede. I jumped in my car and went speeding away. Faster, faster, there can be no delay. A digital doodad downloaded driving directions. Upon the iDashboard, I could make the most efficient selections. My car had all the cool doohickeys and doodads electronic, and my car's digital stereo was symphonic. I'm a fan of gizmos and gadgets that are fast, fun, and cool. I must have all the latest technical tools. My car's deluxe iMotor had spinning iRotors. The car's crankshaft turned with all the speed that I yearned. As I sped down the roadway, the unexpected occurred. At the very worst time, it seemed so absurd. I considered my car to be the best one around, the best high-tech model in town. However, on that day, something went wrong. Something snapped and banged as loud as a gong. The thingamajigs had gone all askew, and I did not know what to do. The car slowed down to a crawl, then stopped when the engine stalled. I opened the hood to find out what was wrong, but the list of problems was incredibly long. The things that made the car go so fast seemed to have imploded in a blast. The thingamajig and the thingamabob had both broken loose, and the whatchamacallit was wobbling like the head of a goose. A digital doodad had exploded, scattering all the eye circuits with which it was loaded. I tried to fix the thingamajig and the thingamabob, but for me, it was too much of a job. The situation was really quite vexing. Seldom had I had a day more distressing. It was a complete mess. Finally, I sat down for a rest. I looked up and down the road and found that I was all alone and very, very far from home. I realized that I needed a break. It was almost more than I could take. I took a deep breath and sought peace within. It seemed a good place to begin. I opened my eyes and things seemed a bit better. I did not know why. A flock of seagulls was flying by. Something gleamed in the distance. What could it be? I decided that I would go see. To my surprise, I was near the seashore. I had never been this way before. I felt pushed forward by the wind toward a place where I had never been. This is not where I planned to be. I feared the sea, wild, powerful, and free. Such majesty was not for one such as me. How did I come to be here, upon this shore near the pier? As the wind almost lifted me into the air, the sea soon washed away my many cares. Suspended between earth, sea, and sky, my spirit soared to a new high. Put out into the deep, I recalled that someone once said. I wondered where I was being led. Sea and sky shone like fire. For a few moments, I heard music that sounded like a choir. Upon returning to my car, I felt that I had fought and won an inner war. Without a whatchamacallit, or iStuff, or iWidgets, or digital doodads or doohickeys, I somehow got the car running without those high-tech thingies. Mystically, magically, the car once again worked. With a huff and a puff, it started with a jerk. Filled with a feeling of grace, I drove home at a leisurely pace, in contrast to my earlier haste. What had been so urgent earlier that day I could not recall. Perhaps it had not been so important after all. Life's essential things were not what I had previously thought. The gizmos and gadgets were too easily bought. Deeper and deeper I needed to go, for in the deep great things would be bestowed.